Welcome to the INDICA project. INDICA stands for Inclusion, Diversity and Active Citizenship. It is a 2-year European project funded by the European Commission through the Erasmus Plus program. INDICA is aimed at 3 key groups: people with disabilities, migrants and refugees, and finally NEETs, young people not in employment, education or training. Our aim is to give a voice to those who are too often sidelined by offering them concrete, civic-minded and committed initiatives to ensure their voices are heard. These initiatives are structured around 3 key phases. Firstly, a collaborative communication campaign conceived and produced by the young people themselves. It was launched in May 2025 to mark Europe Month. Next, a forum day featuring debates and activities led by young people to promote inclusion and combat discrimination. This is what you will discover in this video. Finally, the creation of a book conceived and written by the European participants. You'll find personal accounts and plenty of other surprises to help combat discrimination more effectively. It will be presented during Erasmus Days 2026 next October. INDICA is a human, European and civic adventure that is already a year old. Let's discover the Forum Day, organized by the association COULEURS du DEBA on December 3, 2025. Various Erasmus Plus projects run by the association and dedicated to inclusion were presented, but let's focus on the various debates within the INDICA project. For the occasion, our Cypriot partners from the Stando Ltd Association made the trip. They came to present their communication campaign and the Forum Day, which they had also organized a month earlier. They also led the discussions with the French participants. To open the day, we gave the floor to Fabien Sabatier, a researcher at the University of Bordeaux. In his interview, he helps us to better understand what systemic discrimination is and why it is essential to combat it. Building on this discussion, we also shared the work of Eric Douves, also a researcher at the University of Bordeaux and disability advisor. In his article, he invites us to go beyond the concept of inclusion. He suggests we talk instead of inclusivity. Inclusivity is a way of thinking about human rights in universal terms, a way of acting together without distinction to build a fairer society. Following these key insights, we moved on to a discussion with the audience about the various forms of discrimination. We first heard the testimony of Pablo Bouzli. Having become visually impaired, he shared his journey, the difficulties he faced, but also the challenges he overcame. Rather than giving up, Pablo chose to reinvent himself. Today, he teaches health and social policy at a secondary school. He has also founded La Bise, a collective of solidarity-based improvisational theatre groups, where he works as an artistic coach. The students at the Lycée Philadelphe de Gerds in Pessac actively participated in the discussions. Their teacher also spoke about the daily challenges of supporting students with disabilities. The event was also due to feature Edith Marvijoul, a specialist in gender issues. Unfortunately, she had to cancel her visit at the last minute. To continue the discussion, we presented a talk by Elsa Dolan to the audience based on her book, Sex, Gender and Sexuality. This video is available on our Divinef MOOC and on the YouTube channel of the association COULEURS du DEBA. We nevertheless wanted to present Edith Marvijoul's work to you. A gender geographer, she heads the Recherche Observatoire Égalité Workshop, based in Bordeaux. For many years, she has been working with schools and local authorities to make equality between girls and boys a reality in everyday settings. In several schools, her recommendations have transformed the playgrounds. Playgrounds have been redesigned, new play areas created, and the flow of children has become more balanced. For her, changing spaces also means changing practices and thus advancing equality. Edith Marvijoul has also just published a book with Célia Ferrer entitled Faire Société Égale, a book that offers concrete solutions to make our daily lives more equal. The fight against discrimination also concerns issues related to origin. To discuss this, we welcomed Rachid Amini, coordinator of Asti de Pesak, the Association for Solidarity with Migrant Workers. For over 30 years, the association has been working to support migrants, access to rights, administrative procedures, professional integration, and the fight against racism. Rachid Amini also touched on new legal requirements, such as the civic exam, and questioned their real impact on equality and integration. These topics sparked a lively discussion with the audience. The discussion continued on the civic engagement of young Europeans. We welcomed Gwenaëlle Lamarck, director of the Maison de l'Europe Bordeaux Aquitaine. Her aim is to make Europe a living reality, accessible to everyone. The association runs a wide range of initiatives: European mobility, intercultural encounters, debates, and community events. Among these initiatives, one program particularly caught our attention, that of the Young Ambassadors for the Values of the European Union. These young people are trained to promote European values: equality, diversity, solidarity, freedom of expression, and intercultural dialogue. They then visit schools, colleges, and youth organizations to raise awareness and encourage inclusive European citizenship. Alongside them, we also welcome Dominique Niort from Cragep Nouvelle Aquitaine, the Regional Committee for Youth and Community Education Associations. Cragep brings together youth and community education associations in the region. Its role is to promote exchange, reflection, and joint action among local stakeholders. Dominique Niort discussed the various forms of youth engagement today, whilst questioning certain institutional initiatives such as the Universal National Service. The day continued with a presentation of the communication campaign created by the French participants. The audience was able to watch their video clips and hear about their motivation for taking part in the project. For many, this experience helped them gain confidence, express their ideas, and make their voices heard. Our Cypriot partners from the Stando Association also presented their work. Zoe explained the INDICA project and the men's workshops run with young people to create their campaign, posters, podcasts, radio programs, and awareness-raising content. She also presented the Forum Day organized in Nicosia a month earlier to mark International Day for Tolerance. The INDICA event concluded in a friendly atmosphere with a buffet prepared by the nomadic chefs from the Pisacage Community Center. A warm and welcoming occasion where the diversity of flavors offered a chance to discover the cuisine of migrant women and those from immigrant backgrounds. Thank you to the European participants for their commitment. Thank you to the experts for the quality of their contributions. Thank you to the audience for the richness of the discussions. And thank you for following this summary of the Inclusive Europe Voices of Solidarity Forum Day. This video is part of the Inclusive Europe Voices of Solidarity Debate Day, organized as part of the INDICA project, which stands for Inclusion, Diversity, and Active Citizenship. This Erasmus Plus project in the youth sector is co-funded by the European Union. This video was done in March 2026 in Pessac in France by Nakib Yasmina Delila, founder and project manager of the association COULEURS du DEBA.